Oh, YouTube! It is raining sideways for the third day in a row, and it's supposed to rain for the next like 7 or 8 days straight. So we are in flood apocalypse, flood-mageddon, flooded earth. Great song, great song. If you know that, you are a good fan of For Today. Took me a minute to remember the band name. Anyway, kind of give you a little bit of an update of where I'm at with this old girl. I got these set of wheels from a buddy at work for 60 bucks. Really nice shape, so I'm super stoked on it. I don't think I'm going to run them permanently on this car. They're just rollers for right now because they're really cracked and dry rotted. And they hold a good amount of air. Well, good enough amount of air. But I do have the beauty rings all cleaned up now. These are looking really nice and shiny. They're a little bit dirtier than they should be right now. It's really super humid and muggy in here. And these are courtesy of my buddy Lucas. He runs a detail shop out here in Grand Rapids area and detailed these things out and got them all buffed up and shined up, making them look really nice. So super stoked on that. Got my sway bars and everything in here and some of the trim pieces. I think I'm going to try to throw these on today. I found out my trunk seal isn't really holding the best since it's been raining forever and this is now drenched, which sucks, but it is what it is. So this is a little bit of my part stash. Sadly, a bunch of stuff is just on indefinite delay. I don't really know. Everything's just super behind, unfortunately. So I got these non-polyurethane sway bar bushings. I really wanted to put poly ones on there, but everything's super behind. But these will do the job. They'll at least get me rolling for now because I really want to just drive this whole girl. I got these end link bushings, which I believe these are polyurethane. They came with some end links that I bought for another Volvo, and I ended up using the poly bushings from IPD for the 23 millimeter sway bar that I have in the front of my 245, sorry, which I may pull off and put on here. I don't know yet. But I got these are injector O-rings from IPD. I'm going to get the injectors cleaned because there's probably some crappy fuel that's been running through it. And I do not know which style of trim clip I needed for this car. So I ordered like a 25 pack of these on eBay. I ordered 10 of these off of IPD, or 12, I don't remember. Then I ordered a general amount of these. I think these are for the smaller trim pieces on the side, but I'm no trim expert. And I also got dome lights for the Rusty GT. Well, that didn't really work all that well. And a handful of other odds and ends and trinkets, so nothing super exciting. Some engine mounts and fun things like that. So I think for today, we are going to swap the sway bars, get these tires with some fresh air in them, check over some other stuff, check over the trans and the differential fluids, see how those are all looking, because I haven't checked them at all. And then swap the sway bars, maybe go for a quick test drive, and we'll see how she does. It'll be my first time driving it other than in and out of the garage, which I will show that video right here as to what happened when I backed out of the garage. So,
and it moves until he kills it.
Alrighty, got the sway bar out. You can see these bushings are definitely not the greatest. These ones aren't really too terribly bad. I mean, I've driven cars with worse bushings, if I'm being honest. But I got her out. For some reason, I thought I could get it out without moving the belly splash pan. It's probably because I'm an idiot. But yeah, let's go ahead and slap these new bushings with this new sway bar on and drop her back down on the ground and see how she feels. Alrighty, the 79 GT sway bar is officially installed. The boots over on the tie rod ends here are not very great, so I don't think I'm going to try to put new boots on it. I think I'm just going to replace the tie rod ends. They're tight, but they're cheap, so I'd rather do it. Make sure everything's good. Who knows how long the grease and everything's been. Oh, great camera angle, Luke. Yeah, words. Those, gonna replace them. End of story. Out with the old, in with the new. Alrighty, well that does it for the rear sway bar. I got a sticky floor. Everything is drenched. It's like 97% humidity today. It's so humid out. I got water. I mean, I've been just chugging it to stay hydrated. Some good water. You can see the background there. That's my muffler delete mod on the GT. Driving home from work yesterday afternoon, and exhaust kind of kept getting louder and louder and louder. Then I heard, and it was really loud. Well, that's the outcome. Oops. For now, I'm gonna get some air in the tires, get her jacked back on the ground. I'm gonna put the battery out of the rusty GT, maybe the battery out of the 244 in it, or 245 in it. I'm mixing my numbers up. It's Sunday, I'm tired. And dump a little bit of gas in it, just make sure I can get to the gas station, and then we're gonna sauce it up and see how she does. Stay tuned. Alrighty, well, officially got her on the ground. I swear I put the center caps on. That's something I should do before these fall off. Or I'll put them on so they can't fall off. You know, whatever. Well, I give up already. I tried, you saw it. You guys saw it, I did try. At least I think the video goes that far off. Anyway, we officially got her, boots on the ground. So I'm going to quick jump start it back out of the garage so we can clean the floor because the floor is full of like coolant and just all kinds of garbage. Then I'm gonna get the bat, I'm gonna pull the wagon next to the garage here, pull the battery out of the wagon, put the battery in this thing, break my jumper pack just in case, fire it up, and then we'll go get some gas. And this will be our first drive. It'll probably only be 4 or 5 miles round trip, which is fine. I don't really want to go too far with these dry and cracked tires. And then I'll probably wrap it up after that, but we'll see how it goes before. I don't want to jinx the drive, so yeah. Let's, screw it. I'll just do it all one video. One long ramblings. My battery in it's from the Tercel that I just cut up in a couple of videos ago. This thing does not hold the charge at all. Or this other one doesn't charge at all. One of the two. I think it's the battery not holding the charge though. Alrighty, we're here now. Get this on. That's going to be green. We have juice. Go fire her up. Look guys, my garage floor has some color again. Ignore the parts I didn't do a very good job on. Laziness. Alright, time to swap some batteries out. Suction cup windshield mount. 25 right now. Oh, that breeze out of the blower motor feels so nice. It's so stinking humid. It's like 98% humidity today. Ooh, the windshield trim's really loose. Yeah, windshield trim's about ready to fall off. I'm about to get this pulled. This windshield's gonna have to get done before I can drive it. That's gonna fly, and I really don't want to lose this trim. I'm gonna hold it with my hand while shifting and driving. It's totally fine. Alright. Third gear. 35 miles an hour. She's definitely missing a little bit. 40. She comes to life a shit, they're just rusty. Lights still work. I got a bulb out light when I hit the brakes, which I can't see the brake lights myself. So, it's a cop up there. I'm running with no plates and insurance. I mean, no, I'm not. It's totally legal. Good, so I'm straight ahead. Nothing to worry about because the car's legal, so, yep. Wouldn't lie about that, probably. Alright, 45, fourth gear. We're up to about 55, which would be the fastest she's gone. Windshield trim is stationary-ish. And overdrive, 5. It's just 5 on the dash. It's kind of cool. I think I remember learning that somehow, but I don't remember. Anyway, man, she glides right smooth. I'm not gonna lie, this thing rides for blown out front struts. This thing rides in really shit tires, which I shouldn't be doing 55 on. And it feels really nice. The suspension's fairly tight. I guess the sway bars probably aren't helping. It's really planted, really planted. I do have some Yoshi Fab lower chassis braces on order, and strut hats, the little strut plates. They go on the top of the struts for them as well. And I also have a set of firewall braces, but I'm not gonna bother putting those on until I get the struts rebuilt, because I figured there's really no point in taking the struts off, putting those plates on, and taking them off. This thing's got some freaking pep. I wonder if it's got a different cam in it, or if it's just the cam that came on these. Because I'm considering putting an A cam on it, but it's got a lot more pep than my wagon does. I wonder if just my wagon being carbureted just really needs some good love. I'm really contemplating putting a fuel injection system on that, because supposedly they're wired the same. But anyway, fourth gear, 55 miles an hour. I got fifth gear there. I'm gonna see if cruise control works. I don't know how to do a cruise. Set. Oh, that's because blinkers. Yeah, cruise doesn't seem to want to work. We got $3 even for unleaded, but I'm going to put premium in it because I'm a man of premium fuel. Alright, $54.71 for 14.5 gallons later. We are off. Oh boy, we're on high. Like a dream. That's the first dew I'm gonna drink inside of her. Gotta get some duets, eh? Fuel gauge is moving up very slowly. I don't know if the sending unit's bad. Don't mind me, I'm just dropping y'all. Yeah, I think the sending unit's no good. It's only filling up to a little over a quarter of a tank. Oh, it's so humid. 55 miles an hour. Windshield trim is not happy. I'm gonna have to get that pulled off before I lose it. I really don't want to put it back on without using a different seal, but I don't think I can find the original factory seal for it. But we'll see. Success! Well, her first 6-mile drive, I think it was 5.8 miles, went well. Pretty stoked. She's back here, safe sound. Probably hang out of the garage too far to get the door closed. Let me see. Nah, we're good. Sick! Went to the quarter wash, got her blasted off a little bit. I did a Scotia under hood washing, not a ton. Just kind of wanted to get some of the loose pine needles and shit off of it. So, man, I'm stoked to hear this girl run. So stoked. She's got a little bit of a miss, at lower RPMs and stuff like that, but I think once I do the fuel filter and plugs and wires and clean the injectors and stuff like that, she'll be running tip top. Just a couple little things. Car's sat for 10 years, so it is what it is. So I think that's probably going to be about it for today. I got a handful of other parts yet to throw on it, but I'm still waiting on lower chassis braces and strut plates and stuff from Yoshi Fab, and a handful of other parts from IPD, and everything's on back order. Yeah, that light's working up there. I didn't realize the light was out until just now. It turned on. Anyway, I think that's probably going to wrap it up for this video. Next one, I'll do a few other little things, and that'll probably be the last one. Contemplating doing autocross with this car for the first time. So once the chassis braces and the struts are rebuilt, and I got all the brakes and everything like that, it's all dealt with, then I'm going to probably take it out and do an autocross event with it. So I'll take you guys along for that. I probably won't do any other videos of the little stuff that I got to do, like hood pull and engine mounts and stuff like that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't really know. We'll see. We'll see how everything goes. I got a Tercel engine I think I'm going to tear apart here in a video next week or two. And then hopefully start working on the 262 once this thing's officially dialed in and I can get a road legal. That's probably going to happen after Lemons. And then after that, I'm back to Tercel stuff again. So not Volvos forever. Eventually I'll get back into Toyotas. First I got to clean my workbench and clean another workbench over there, a workbench over there, and a workbench over there, and all the tires and everything else. Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. I very much appreciate it. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.